Champions reach out for something other than themselves. Okay, this is an important thing because you can't go through a season always just depending on yourself. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. You need to find some kind of a relationship with your teammates, with your parents, with your coaches, with your teachers, with whatever. But you need to find somebody to share the ups and downs with. You need somebody that's that you're going to be able to lean on when things aren't going great, and you're going to need people that you're going to be able to celebrate with when things are going great. All champions have sort of a system of people that are around them, that they are around, that they understand can help them through the hard times, and they can celebrate with them in the good times. A great example of this is in 1984, North Carolina State won the NCAA basketball championship on the last shot in one of the biggest, probably maybe the biggest upset in the history of the NCAA. And Jim Valvano was the coach of NC State at the time. And when the final basket went in on the tap in, he just misdirected the shot. Everybody was running around the gym, everybody was hugging and carrying on, and Jim Valvano was running around like a madman in circles now, just grabbing people and hugging them. He was so excited about what happened that he wanted to share that with anybody that he could grab a hold of. He was just bursting with energy. So he was looking for somebody to share it with. Now, eventually he shared it with his team and everything and everybody else. But when you look for somebody like that, when you have a relationship with somebody like that that will help you through things and will celebrate with you, it just makes things a lot easier. So number 9, champions reach out for something for somebody other than themselves. And number 10, the last one, was the champions don't look for the easy way out, they look for the right way. And by that, I mean that if you are doing something, you want to do it the right way, even though that's usually the hard way. It's so easy to do it the easy way. Vince Lombardi, who was my coaching hero when I was growing up, said that quitting is a habit, and so is winning. So the more you do one, the more it becomes a habit. But he was saying that what he was saying is that winning is a habit if you keep winning and you keep working at it, but so is losing, and so is quitting. That once you quit, once you tell yourself, I can't do this, I'm going to back off, and the next time you do that, it gets easier. And then the next time it gets easier yet. And the next time it gets easier yet. You have to train your mind each and every day to be tough, to not give in to hurt and pain, or whatever, all the other things we talked about. All the things that are going to happen to you in your lifetime. You cannot just give in to that stuff. You've got to find some way to fight and understand that sometimes it just takes grit. Sometimes you just have to bear down. That there's nobody that is going to do it for you. You just got to do it for yourself. So champions always look for the right way. There's no shortcuts. There's no way of saying, I can do this if I don't put this much effort into it. It'll just happen because I'm good. None of that works, because eventually you're going to run into somebody that's just as good. And if they worked harder, or they prepared more, or they're tougher, they'll beat you. So you want to be the person that beats them. You don't want them to be the person that beats you because they were tougher than you. I always said to my kids, losing is one thing, getting beat is another thing. Don't ever lose. You might get beat, but don't ever lose. And by that I just meant that if you give a great effort, if you give all the effort you have in your body and somebody beats you, there's nothing you can do about that. You cannot control what the other person does. You can only control what you do. So if you max out your ability, if you max out your potential, and somebody beats you, then they beat you that day. Kudos to them. But maybe there'll be another day. Maybe there'll be a next year. Maybe there'll be another race. So you set your mind toward that. But don't look for the easy way, look for the right way. If you do that, it'll be harder, but it'll be a lot more rewarding in the end.